Hi, Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Video Scope for 17 by Alma. Please also listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign because not always your sun sign will make sense to you. And remember, these are general readings. If you'd like to schedule a private consultation, please email me at almalightworker@gmail.com. You can also visit my website, almalightworker.com. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you like my videos, please subscribe and always remember to turn on the little notification button, the little bell right here next to the subscribe. And for those of you who like to know more, I already posted an extended reading for your sign at vimeo.com, and the link for that will be right down here. Once you visit the Vimeo page, please also search for other videos that I uploaded for your sign, that like the Jupiter special videos or the 6 months special videos, or maybe I also posted a lecture about energy clearing. So all the links are going to be right down here below in the show more description box. If you live in the United States and you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. Now allow me to focus on your reading. The general feelings that I am picking up for you, Leo, they have to do with an engagement or a marriage, change coming to you quickly and swiftly, and you need to act quickly on these changes, reflecting upon your life, your choices, some sort of a gathering, and there's going to be a lot of communication. Communication is very much highlighted in these cards. Something about your identity and about teaching, training, coaching, and also having to wait for something. So now allow me to break it down one by one. The first card that showed up is Ace of Pentacles in the position of what happened in the past that still be influencing you in your present current situation or your future. To me personally, it means new solid gain, a new friend, new prosperity, and new wealth. And sometimes these cards to me also represent an engagement, being engaged. So now allow me to tune in so I can focus on this card and let me figure out what does this mean for you. It does feel that for some of you, there will be a lot about talks, discussion, conversation, communication around about money, about gifts, about a gathering, a business deal. And for some of you, this could be a long distance communication that for some of you will lead to a partnership. For some of you, this could be a partnership, a romantic partnership, a relationship. But for other ones, this will be about a business deal or a business venture. And it could also be that maybe you are paying to get some sort of a training or coaching or hiring someone that will help you to do something, or maybe you're hiring people to help you with this event that you are trying to put together. You'll be talking about catering for an event, or it could be in relation to this engagement or whatever this celebration or party be. For those of you Leos that particularly had a hard time with your finances, it does feel like they're saying your financial situation will be better and there will be the promise of money or more work coming for you. So more work, more money. The way this is coming to me, they are talking about your life being more stable, a relationship being more stable, your financial situation being more stable. maybe the family situation, maybe your emotions, but they are talking about, or this could be a circumstance in your life that maybe you weren't too sure, or you are trying to gain stability in a circumstance. So that will happen. That is coming. Leos will hit the refresh button on a relationship that you have with someone. Maybe refreshing a relationship that you have with a friend, your relationship that you have with your social circle, the relationship that you have with a particular club, membership, community, society, organization, company, a client. So at least one of these relationships will take a lot of attention, and you are going to really focus on refreshing this communication that you have in this relationship. You also be the one making a decision about your uh, pursuing someone, okay, in a love related sense. So you may decide to kind of get more serious or pursue someone that you really like, and maybe create a relationship, or even creating a relationship that feels like a marriage. For those of you Leos that have an ex spouse, there's going to be something about money. Maybe you are going to get a payment or spousal support. I don't know what that is called. So there's money attached to a divorce that in some ways is coming to you. For those of you Leos that are divorced, maybe this is child support, divorce settlement. So it is from a divorce. Many of you have ideas, or you figure out your financial situation, like analyze your financial situation. Maybe you're going to have your own ideas. Maybe you're going to feel this big need and desire to change. And maybe you need to have a certain amount of money to make the change possible. Whether this change for you, it means being in a steady relationship, being married or engaged, having a child, traveling, or moving, or making a big purchase. The next card that you have is the Eight of Wands. To me, it means change comes quickly and swiftly. All roads of communication are now open. Sometimes this could be too much happening all at once, too much going on. And it also means the changes are coming. This is not specifically what you asked for, not exactly what you want, but you need to act quickly. It also represents travel to me. And it also means like there's so many changes, there's so much stuff going on. Like hold on to your hat. So now allow me to focus this way I can hear guides. There is a lot of communication back and forth, either about this engagement or between you and your romantic partner, or a lot of communication about a trip, about traveling, or other arrangements. For some of you Leos, this intensity of this communication or so communication have to deal, maybe because you are trying to, maybe you are part of a conference, could be a teleconference, could be something at a distance, and there's a lot of participants at a distance, so there's going to be a lot of technology and internet and different programs involved. For other Leos, you are really going to get more and more creative with your words. If you are a writer, maybe there's going to be like so much. So now you're going to be creating uh, the story more to a depth, or you're going to have these brilliant moments that are really going to inspire you, or or someone may be serving as a muse, okay, And now that you have a muse, now you have that inspiration to finish this creative work, whether it's a book, a painting, or it could be anything. For some reason, Leo, you are going to be at the center of communication, and there's also information coming at you all at once. This could be information that maybe wasn't available to you before. Maybe someone was withholding information from you. Maybe you had to deal with certain delays, or maybe you simply didn't know where to look for the information, or maybe you never checked that email. And now it feels like the information that you are looking for will be available to you. Maybe you needed to hear from a State Department, a lawyer's office, a doctor's office, a family member, even for some of you. Maybe you really need to hear, or get some reassurance about a family member. There's going to be a circumstance that you personally, either you had a little bit of a hard time communicating with a family member, or maybe they were giving you a hard time, and maybe now there's going to be like communication back and forth to figure things out between you and another family member. You also be asking questions to other people if a particular person, maybe they're not opening up to you, or maybe they're not really telling you what's going on with whether this is intentionally or not intentionally. So you're going to find out information, you find out secrets, you find out things about other people. This could information could show up for you through emails, videos, a TV show that you watch. So there's going to be a lot of information. This could be, in a conference that you attend, in a seminar, in a course, in the workplace. It's like there's a lot going on. Some of you will be presented with an opportunity to travel. And this opportunity to travel will also be out of state or out of the country. And maybe that's why you need to communicate back and forth to kind of really figure out how this opportunity will play out for you. Or maybe you're going to decide to travel, and maybe you're going to put something together, and maybe you decide to travel to visit someone and it does feel like if you do travel, this will be a very pleasant situation, or the purpose of it is for purely having fun and enjoyment, or you may be traveling to get to this party or to this celebration or to this engagement party, if this is not yours. The next card that you have is the Four of Pentacles. Oh, for some of you, I keep getting this having to act quickly has to deal with a child. This could be a pregnancy, this could be someone giving birth, so you need to kind of act quickly according to the situation. This could be a new family member for you, so having to act quickly. The next card that you have is the Four of Pentacles, falls in the position of the near future. To me, the Four of Pentacles represents money is good and stable, but maybe you are holding on too much to money. Maybe you are holding on to anything that you feel that it's safe and secure, not really taking a chance or a risk. You'll be holding on protectively to your money, to your material possession, to your status, to your title, or to anything else. Sometimes this card to me also represents being a workaholic, a hoarder, or a shopaholic. So this is just a general meaning of the card. Now, allow me to tune in and let me figure out why is it that this card showed up in this reading. And they're showing me your hands of kind of trying to juggle everything Either, having a lot that you need to do in your home with your family, or a lot that is going on that you need to handle and you are doing in your place of work. So trying to do everything. Some of you really need to be careful because you may be overworking yourself. So be very careful on how you choose to use your energy, how much work you decide to put in the things that you have to do, whether it is, things in your home, your personal matters, or about your work. You have a tendency to be a little bit tired, and maybe because you are overworking yourself, overly tiring yourself. Some of you may be selling little items and therefore securing some payments or little money. Especially so the meaning of the card has to deal also, some of you may, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Another meaning of the card has to deal with hoarding. So cards are never, that negative or that critical. So please don't look at it that way. But they are saying anything that you feel like it's laying around your home or your office, or things that are just laying there and they are extra, you try to get rid of these items by selling them. You be selling them online, you be having like a little garage sale or a home sale. So many of you will try to get rid of this stuff that it's you no longer have use for, and you start to sell. So you're cashing in on them. For other Leos, you may cash in on certain ideas that you have. So you'll be selling book rights, you'll be selling rights to something. Maybe you have an idea and people pay you for an idea to give them ideas or for your advice, but you are cashing in. You are making money. Four of Pentacles also has to do, for me personally, Four of Pentacles also has to deal with the finances in a relationship that you have, the finances in the marriage, or the finances in your household. And there's going to be changes. Uh, Somebody is preparing for this big transition. This could be in relation to a child being born. This could be in relation to you wanting or trying, or maybe someone else in the family is asking for you to kind of support them financially in some ways. So you have to make a decision about that and figure things out. But when it comes to your identity, when it comes to the things that feel familiar to you, you seem to have a little bit of a hard time letting go. There's new things waiting for you. For some of you, Leo, they're showing you a new job, but you have to learn to let go of the old job. Um, Maybe you are emotionally or mentally attached to a situation, to a circumstance. For some of you, you really need to learn how to let go because maybe you still worry about your children. So you need to let go of that. Your status, your identity as a person, your identity as a man or a woman, your identity in your profession, that will get a tune up. Now, for some of you, you may be the one wanting and craving to have this tune up, but for other Leos, the change will just present itself to you. You have to deal with these changes. And they are very strongly advising that you really need to reconsider again what your about your true identity. What is really your true identity based upon? What is the identity of a particular relationship based upon? How do you identify yourself with money? How you identify yourself with your status that you carry in your profession and with your status in the family. For some of you, you'll be really changing your status of a relationship. Maybe you know that engagement is coming up. This could be your work title, your credentials, your education, that maybe changing. For some of you, This could be your emotional status as well changing, or a status that has to deal with like an immigration status or a legal status. So all of that is changing, but you really need to learn to let go and really allow the changes to fully incorporate so you can really and truly enjoy the experience. I keep kidding, good things are about to happen. Not necessarily everything will happen in December, but a major part of that is learning to let go, that not everything will be negative or not everything has to be a struggle like it has been for you so far. The next card that you have is, so sometimes you need to let go of expectations. The next card is, what is this? The Hanged Man, or like this, the Hanged Man. So falls in the position of the advised. And the Hanged Man, to me, it represents a situation where you feel trapped. But feeling trapped is only an illusion because really, if you notice, your hands are always free. Okay, it's only your feet that are trapped. And if your hands are free, you can always free yourself. Another meaning of the card, to me, it represents how you feel about life, how you think about life, reflecting upon life, values, and the way you think. So it kind of ties up to what I said in the previous card. You really need to change your perception. You really need to change your attitude. And if you felt that so far, you had to deal with circumstance after circumstance upon which you didn't have any control over it, or maybe one struggle presented itself after another one. Maybe this is your emotional state. Maybe emotionally you felt like that. Now it feels like time has come for you to feel like you are in charge, you are in control. If you want to do something, you are initiating the situation change, or bad things just aren't happening to you. You actually are putting things in motion, in action, in a way that pleases you. Uh, they're talking about deepening your own true meaning, deepening what truly pleases you, what truly makes you happy. Do you feel that having a relationship truly makes you happy? Do you feel that initiating your own business truly makes you happy? Do you feel that if you are well known and famous truly makes you happy? So there's going to be a lot of thinking and reflection about the things that truly make you happy. But for some of you, you may be having these emotions that will come up because either someone is moving away, or this could be for those of you who maybe are new parents, okay? And it's not always, it's excellent and it's great, but it may not always be so easy. You do hold a very important part in something that is happening in, and you really need to fully embrace that role or that part, or at least try to make this participation as enjoyable as you maybe feeling a little lonely or a little bit like in funk, or like maybe you need clarity over something, and this is where this hanged man is coming. It will bring you the clarity that you need in a situation, clarity of your feelings, clarity over anything else, and that clarity that not only comes from your deepest insight, but the clarity that also comes through the right person at the right time, the right opportunity at the right time. So you're just going to get clarity. So the universe will help you to get clarity over a situation. The next card that you have is the High Priestess, and I really love this card. To me, it means waiting, learning, trade, finance, negotiation, public activities, public relations. This high priestess knows good and evil, and she's able to make a decision or to give advice from a place that she's impartial and not influenced by either parties. It also represents a teacher, your higher education, and higher spiritual pursuits. For some of you, this high priestess may be you. You be feeling a lot more in tune with your own feelings, with your own purpose in life. You may be particularly feeling very intuitive, psychic, or maybe you are a healer and maybe you already do and practice the healing arts or exoteric matters or rituals. You may be asked to um, you be asked to teach or coach or help other people. These people could be people of importance and influence, important clients. But this could also be you being in touch with someone that in that particular field they're very important or very influential. So whatever you need training or teaching on, could be a writer, could be a lawyer, could be a psychic, could be a healer, could be someone in the healthcare field. Whoever this person is, they do seem to be very important in that particular field. And maybe there's going to be some sort of an exchange of information, exchange of knowledge, trading services. They be guiding you so you can achieve the status that you like to achieve. Maybe they're going to help you to start something off the ground. Maybe they're going to help you with a business that you have. They're going to help you to add more credentials to and titles to the titles that you already have. But this could also be making something official. Maybe this engagement, okay, and this financial situation in your household or in your relationship, maybe some of you will be looking forward to make something official, maybe getting like a marriage license or certification, a family certification or document. You'll be applying for something. And I also keep getting that for some of you this learning it's still going on and maybe you haven't really fully completed this experience, this training or this coaching, whatever this is, and maybe you still are waiting to complete whatever you need to complete so you get that certification, that license, that diploma. Maybe you still need to wait for certain ideas to be fully analyzed in your mind before you decide to act on these ideas. So for some of you, someone who is very knowledgeable be trying to advise you and to guide you so the situation in your mind or your ideas in your mind are fully developed, and then they're going to guide you as to when is the right time for you to launch, to begin, or to initiate something. Some of you be consulting with an astrologer to find out when you should be doing something or when you should not be doing something. You are going to land in some way at the center of attention, at the center of focus. There is a lot going on with you. You'll be gaining a lot more popularity that you have. You start to feel more popular in your family, in within a social group that you belong, in your work or among family, friends, and loved ones, and you are definitely aligning yourself with the higher purpose of your soul. It may also be a very spiritual month for some of you Leos. I hope that this card made sense to you. Leave me a comment right down here below. And always remember, if your sun sign doesn't make sense to you, please listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. And because this was a general reading, you need a private session with me, a private consultation. Therefore, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You also visit my website, amalightworker.com. If you'd like to know more, I already did a whole new reading for your sign, a more in-depth reading for your sign, and I did post that on vimeo.com. In that reading, I am doing your Akashic reading, sending you some Reiki healing, and also clearing your energy field, and you're going to find the link for that right down here in the show more description box. Happy holidays again, happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you soon in next videos. Don't forget to like, share, thumbs up, and subscribe.